What is going on? What is going on with the NBA? Like, I'm fully convinced I've gone into some simulation. Like, I'm fully convinced that in the last, 3 weeks, I don't know, maybe when I fell asleep on a plane, the plane just didn't make it, and I'm living in some weird simulation of my own memory, in my own mind, because there's no way. There's no way that this just happened. I understand the Nuggets have been bad for a couple of games. But, what were they? I'm pretty sure they were the third seed, 5 games ago. Were they the second seed a few games ago? And I get it. They lost a couple of games. But they just fired their coach in April. In April. Has a playoff coach, has a champion coach ever been fired in April before? April. I'm trying to look at the standings right now. They are, as of right now, the 4th seed. I understand they're only a half a game back from the 8th seed. I understand that. And I don't know how many tiebreakers they hold. And I also understand Nikola Jokic is playing the best basketball of his career and they're struggling. They do need to win their last 3 games to get to 50. I understand it's a struggle. And I understand it's likely that it seems to be more likely that they drop out of the playoffs into the play-in than it does that they hold home court advantage. But it's still in their hands. Home court advantage is still in their hands. All they have to do is win the remaining games and they've got home court advantage. And they just fired their coach. They just fired their coach. Even Michelle Beadle responding. Was Shams hacked? How is this not Centel? I just thought that this was Sharms Harania. I had to look down at my phone and realize that today's April the 8th. Was it this time last year? Was it this time last year that happened? And I mean that, was it, sorry, not this time last year, this time last week. Was it meant to have been an April Fool's tweet? I just don't. I don't believe it. How do you get rid of a championship coach? And by the way, a championship coach who did not coach a championship level team. He coached Nikola Jokic. His team should not have was not good enough to win a championship. Look at some of the quotes. NBA teams this season when they have to make stupid moves because they're bored. Kenny, question mark. We weren't getting our coach fired, OKC. I mean, if they don't win this year, I would assume Mike Diagonal's gone too. Even the Warriors moves are confused. Jenkins and Malone getting fired before the teams enter a playoff run. Meanwhile, the Suns still employ Bud. We break in franchise at 23. What's going on from a Mavs fan? A Wemby meme. Jalen Rose in what is one of the most confusing memes ever. I don't even know what he was doing there. I just remember that out of nowhere when that happened. What's going on? And sorry, if you're going to fire a coach based on underperforming this season that has been exceptional in the past, why is Spo not going to be fired? Because the Heat aren't dumb. The Heat aren't dumb. I tweeted out April 1st was last week. And I mean that. April 1st was last week. There has to be more to this. There has to be more. Nikola Jokic, triple. This is when you know it's bad. You've got Marquise Brownlee. Marquez Brownlee. You've got Marquez Brownlee wondering if he had been Centelled. You've got Marquez Brownlee. And I get it, he's a bit of a ball fan, but you've got... I need to see some of the people respond. This is about a coach being fired. This isn't a Luka thing. This isn't just a Luka thing. This is the freaking Marquez Brownlee situation. First the Luka trade, now you're hacked again, Shams. From the great Corey, I don't know, used to work at 2K and used to work at EA. And I just remember him from his lifelong beef with Kurt 0411. But I'm looking through, is there any logic to this? Does anyone have any reason that this could be, other than they've won a few games? They're panicking. Mike Malone's a good coach, and he always had Denver prepared from Joe. I'd absolutely talk to him coming on the staff until he gets their head coaching job. 2 playoff teams have fired coach right for the playoffs. The Grizzlies, as of right now, are not in the playoffs. Don't even joke. Madness. You've even got Shake and Bake. You've even got the Shake and Bake talking about it. What is happening? It's time for a new era of Nuggets basketball post Malone coaching. I'm pro coach this stupid. Like, no one has a clue what's going on. No one has a clue. And I wonder what he did. This reminds me almost of, remember when Ime Udoka randomly got fired? It reminds me a little bit of Ime Udoka getting fired, that nobody had a clue what was going on. And then it came out why he got fired. And it was like, you know what? Probably, you know, having an affair with your boss's wife is probably like grounds to be fired. You'd be fired from any job in the world for that. And then Matt Barnes acting like Ime Udoka, like Matt Barnes in his car. I just heard, all I'm going to say is it's bad. It's bad. I'm paraphrasing. It wasn't. It was something along those lines. But I wonder what Mike Malone did. I wonder what he said to the GM. I wonder what he said to the higher-ups. I wonder what he said to the highest up in that franchise right now, Nikola Jokic. I wonder what he said. Because this is not purely basketball. And if he didn't say something now, maybe they were like just waiting for this to fire him. Maybe they've wanted to fire him for years. Maybe they wanted to fire him, but he just keeps winning, so they couldn't fire him. Like that has happened. That does happen to coaches. Like, heck, that happened to, like, I'm a Leeds United fan, and we freaking fired Jesse Marsh a little bit too late, and it kind of screwed with us pretty badly one season. But it was like, we were going to fire him, and then he won 2 games in a row, so we kept him in his job for a little bit too long, and it just did not work out. Maybe they're saying, you know what, we should have fired this guy coming into this season. We knew after last season it wasn't right. And yeah, there's so many things. There's so many things basketball-wise that is just so shocking about this. And if I was a Nuggets fan, I don't know how I'd feel, because there's no way a new coach can come in the month of April and win and bring in a new system, anything. Maybe the logic is, you know what, they'll make some rotations, and we'd rather just a few more rotations than anything. And that, you know what, we don't need someone to change the system because Nikola Jokic is our system. Maybe, just maybe that makes sense. But who are they going to hire? Are they going to bring back an assistant coach? Are they going to bring in Taylor Jenkins? Are they going to just spawn a coach? Are they going to bring in a coach from college? I genuinely do not know what they are going to do coming into the season. It is madness. Absolute madness. So anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys think the Nuggets have any chance? I still always gave the Nuggets a puncher's chance because of Nikola Jokic. But now, with a new coach, I don't think a new coach bounce is going to get a team through the damn playoffs. Let's be real. It might get a team into the playoffs, might help a team in the regular season. I don't think a new coach bounce is going to help them in April. Maybe February. We saw that with Ty Lue, but not April. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.